Hi, I'm Rainbow, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. This character has no generation cap. Conform to peace. Full Solution has taught me many things. The most important, I must say, is compassion. Yeah, that's the right way. Care and concern will help you learn. Humility, being humble in unity, and me could bring positivity. Also accountability, but not least responsibility. Use my moral compass to go in the right direction. Full Solution guides me every day and helps me make decisions the right way. Character education is essential for your mental. Moral to the story is, keep the peace, the walls will cease.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah.
I'm Sarah.
I'm also Sarah.
We are from Nigeria. I am an ambassador of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. I will be speaking on the theme, Positive Character Has No Generation Gap. Let us conform to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. And topic for today is, Unity can be achieved through the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. There is no age limit in building a positive moral character. According to Cambridge Dictionary, a generation gap is a situation in which older and younger people do not understand each other and behaviors. In our society today, we see people acting according to their own options and beliefs. The young feels that they should enjoy life by partaking in different negative activities. The older feels that they are superior and are always right regardless of anything. So there is this gap between the young and old, preventing them from coming to an agreement. The Peaceful Solution Character Education Program is for everyone from 0 to 100 years. It works for everyone and brings the young and old greater or lesser unity.
So unity means to be in one accord, to be like-minded. There are so many things to be enjoyed when everyone is in unity. Imagine a community where there is no misunderstanding, conflict, and war. It would be like a peaceful place. Everyone would enjoy life to the fullest. This is what the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program brings. The parenting manual, moral excellence, all the books under the PS is filled with knowledge that shows the solution to every problem that exists and impacts ones with moral and positive character traits. When put into practice, everyone, both young and old, has a duty and obligation to do what is right. To have a positive character, this can be achieved through the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. Being a child doesn't prevent you from building positive moral character, and being an adult also does not prevent one from building positive character. Then they will be in peace and unity.
Misunderstanding and disagreement is all what we witness between people because of their different beliefs, ideas, background, and values, causing disunity. The Peaceful Solution teaches us to accept each other regardless of our different background and tribe. As long as we all conform to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, we look beyond our differences and learn to have a peaceful coexistence. Positive character has no generation gap because we can all learn to develop it no matter what generation or age group we belong to. If everyone could develop positive character traits, then we wouldn't have the fear of our properties or life being stolen. There would be no conflicts, disagreements, and war. People would be considerate to others, respectful, and value the possession of others as their own.
So I urge you all to understand that by studying and practicing the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, it can change our hearts and mind and bring the unity that will make us exist as one in our society. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. I am Ria, an instructor in training and a student teacher of the PC Solution Character Education Program from Eastern Nigeria. I am so delighted to be a part of this very special PC Solution Character Education Conference one-day event. Growing up and learning the PC solution has greatly enhanced my character development. And I remember as a child being taught the beginner series of the PC solution, ranging from ownership, asking, honesty. I have been able to put into practice the wisdom and knowledge that brings success as I grew into adulthood. Growing up and meeting up in school, workplace, and in my community, there's usually a clear distinction between someone who's been taught the PC solution, learned it, practicing and applying it in their lives, and someone who's not been taught about it. I've been able to learn how to stop, think, weigh my options, and proceed with actions and options that will not cause harm to myself and others. I have also learned that I can live with any individual in peace and avoid conflict, courtesy of the peace solution. I have learned acceptance, and now I've learned that there are things in my life that I have control over, and there are things I don't. Most of all, I have learned that it's my responsibility to make right choices, maintaining a positive moral character, practicing acceptance and saying a no to intolerance, maintaining self-control and not acting impulsively, being respectful in all interactions and situations. Without a doubt, the PC Solution is the best program that offers global solutions and an end to all world problems. Whether at home, a community, or a nation, peace can be achieved by individuals who have made the commitment to improve their interactions with others. Start now to push this growth process. Positive character has no generation gap. Let's confirm to the PSCEP. Change is necessary and change is possible. Together, we can achieve peace.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. We are a team of peace seekers from Lusaka, Zambia, and today we're going to be sharing with you on the impact that the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program has had in our lives. I'm personally a mother of 3, and as we all know, it is a hard thing for us parents to be a role model and to guide our children in this world. But I can tell you one thing. For me, the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program has done it. I have learned to teach my children on how they can be responsible people in society. And by doing so, I give them the ability to make decisions that will not put their lives in danger or compromise with their moral character development. As we all know, children without guidance are like a ship without a captain. No one know?
The Peaceful Solution Character Education Program has had a perfect impact on my life. It it has helped me to have control over my emotions such as anger, which leads to consequences such as murder in the end if not controlled. I have learned to use self-control in situations where fights are involved, whereby I try to induce my fellow schoolmates to solve problems on a peaceful ground if they arise. Korango.
The peaceful solution has really helped me in a lot of ways in my life. I have learned to accept that my life is worth also of the lives of others. Acceptance has helped me to understand that there are aspects in my life that I cannot change, such as where I was born and who my parents are. But there are some things that I can change, such as the way I think about myself and others. Likonge.
The business solution, it has helped me in many ways, such as the benefits of a positive character in achieving a successful future and a satisfying lifestyle without the everyday problems we see around us.
We are peace seekers. Bye bye.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Bita Amakri, and I'm speaking to you from Nigeria in the southern part, and precisely here in Port Harcourt, River State. I am a student of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, and this program I'm so delighted in learning and training in it because when taught and practiced, it changes the hearts and the minds of the people. Over the years, we've lived in a home that is dysfunctional, a home where peace is not taught, a home where you see crisis, a home where there is disrespect. People not practicing the positive moral traits, and so to the world out there, because this program has not been introduced to them, they don't practice the positive moral character traits, which is respect, humility, and all that, being educated, getting all the facts before jumping to conclusion. And you see people practicing negative moral traits because this great program have not been introduced to them. But when we got to the knowledge of this program, we were so delighted because the program is power-packed with peace, where you live in peace, you learn how to respect each other, how to respect someone's privacy, how to have self-control, how to accept no as an answer. That's a great knowledge. But we see in the world, they don't practice, they don't have peace. We see the high rise of conflicts, war, bullying, and all that because of the lack of peace. And this great program has not been introduced to them. So, this program is really helpful and beneficial in the family, at home, at school, in the offices, at the marketplaces, wherever you are.
Ria Hadassa from Uganda, presenting a speech entitled Communication. I'm on lesson 2 under the theme Positive Communication Has No Generation Gap. Let's confirm to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. Communication is the sending and receiving of messages. Therefore, it involves two parties, the sender and the receiver. Communication is categorized into two. We have the positive communication and the negative communication. Negative communication can also be called poor communication because it causes conflict, hurt feelings, and can convey attitudes of intolerance. On the other hand, positive communication clears misunderstandings and conflicts can be avoided. It conveys our acceptance of those around us. It's one of the tools that lays the foundation for all healthy, moral relationships. So let's stress more on the positive communication because positive communication leads to healthy interaction, and this can be portrayed in two ways. It's either a physical or a verbal means in order to share our thoughts and feelings. Therefore, with the verbal mean, we need the mouth to speak. And what do we speak out? They are the words. But remember, Words are powerful. Words have the power to convey our needs, thoughts, feelings, and consequently our character. The words we choose to speak can tell whether you are selfish or deceitful. So let's strive on choosing words that show care and concern instead of words that can embarrass, threaten, or frighten others. And when it comes to the physical means of communication, we have tools like hands, facial expression, or body to gesture with. When dealing with communication, the positive communication, hands can be used because hands have the fingers, so they can be used to point or show direction instead of using the hands to slap or push someone out of the way. The facial expression also helps to convey our true feelings. Have you ever heard the saying, words speak louder than words? Yes, you can look at someone and they can know that you are bored, joyful, sad, or angry. So let's consider to portray a facial expression that will encourage and motivate others instead of scaring and discouraging others. The body to gesture with. This is another way we communicate our needs and feelings to others. For example, when people are in a great mood, they are relaxed. They smile readily, and even the way they walk is cheerful. So if we are to portray a positive communication, what kind of body gesture do we use? Take, for instance, when someone is giving a speech and you are among other audience, you can make a little nodding of your head. This shows you agree with the speaker and also shows you are interested. It actually motivates and encourages the speaker. In conclusion, basing on the theme, we really see that communication is vital to our lives because it covers every age bracket that you can think of. Let's say the young, the teen, the adults, or the elderly. They all need communication, and there will not be any generation gap left uncovered.
Hi everyone, this is Thelma reaching you with a peaceful solution from Ghana. Well, did you know that there is no other planet aside Earth proven to sustain life? The Earth is the only planet in the universe that we can live on at this time. But what do we see in society today? Each and every day, we deplete the earth of its natural resources and pollute the land, waters, and the atmosphere. Even our food supply is affected and contaminated at this time. Water and food affected by contaminants through pollution have been known to cause serious diseases within the human body and in other life forms. But there's a shared responsibility for us all. Everyone in our society, from leaders to policymakers to owners of factories and refineries to ordinary people, we must take responsibility for preserving our environment. We can demonstrate a moral attitude towards the environment by not polluting it with litter and harsh man-made chemicals. Don't wait until you're adversely affected by the contaminants of the environment to take notice of your food, land, and air supply. Develop a caring attitude about your environment now because the quality of your life is affected by the world around you. In practicing self-control, we must stop and consider how the choices we make in our daily lives affect our ability and the ability of other life forms to survive and function. Always remember to stop, think, weigh your options, and proceed with a choice that will not cause harm to you, others, and the environment. peace.
My name is Florence. I'm speaking from Nigeria. It is my privilege to speak on the team that says positive character has no generational gap. Let's conform to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. I first heard about the Peaceful Solution in the year 2004. But it was the basic concepts of ownership, acceptance, asking, and possessions that I came in contact with. Not until 2013 did I really grasp and embrace the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program and had the privilege to have access to the materials and training at that time. At that same time also, my life was spinning out of control due to some life-altering decisions, choices, and consequences I was going through at that point in time. Coming in contact with the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program at that point in time gave me a whole purpose and meaning to my life and brought stability and hope to me in a way nothing else could have done. The acceptance unit of the Peaceful Solution was like a panacea to me at that point in time. From it, I learned that there are aspects of my life I can and cannot control. My past choices, actions, mistakes, I cannot change, but a whole wide range of aspects of my life I can change. I learned that my actions can get better, my thought processes can improve, and I understood that the process of learning positive moral character never ends, that there is room for improvement, even if I reach 100 years. Thus, even though I cannot change my past mistakes, I can control and affect my future through my actions and thoughts. I understood that focusing on the things I cannot change, I cannot control, makes me fulfill the opportunity of improving this whole wide aspect of my life that I can improve. I learned that when things do not go well as it was going in that point in my life, it is up to me to either give up or become overwhelmed, or use optimism to look at it in perspective and make the decision to, change my life and even affect the life of other people around me. I also learned from the Peaceful Solution that when life hands me lemon, it is up to me to make lemonade out of it and to rise above the hardship and difficulties I face. Instead of wallowing in my mistakes, I dust myself up, I got myself back and got on the road to peaceful character education and use my experiences to help others by teaching them the Peaceful Solution. This has brought a whole wide new purpose and meaning to my life. My greatest heart desire is to go full-time into teaching the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program to all the schools around me and to see if there's a way it could be put in the curriculum of the school. As a mother and educator, I model this character traits and teach it to my children and students. The concepts of ownership, respect, asking, and possession are the basis upon which my family is built. And as an educator in a catering school that is made up of young female adults with their peculiar challenges, the concept of respect has helped us so much. From that, I've taught them to respect themselves so that others can respect them, especially in the way they dress, which will affect the way they are addressed. I've also taught them that respect from the opposite, how to show respect to the opposite sex, and how to deal with disrespect from the opposite sex. This has opened their mind to the understanding that disrespect is not normal, even though it is common. And it has helped some of them to set boundaries, healthy boundaries that are helping them in their life. Like respecting the environment has made our school a cleaner place. Yes, we still have a long way to go to get so many of them to be involved. But I am not giving up because I know that the Peaceful Solution is the way and the only way to bring stability to the life of these young women and to help them to make positive choices that will make them to succeed in their life. So let us all, get on the bandwagon and get on board and confront the Peaceful Solution, and so that through our teaching and example, we can make positive changes in our life and the life of others, thereby making the world a better place. Thank you.
involved in. I would especially thank the author and the founder of this program, Israel Hawkins, and the teachers who have helped me, who has helped the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program to reach many people. I hope that we will continue to change hearts and minds by spreading this message all over the world. Thank you.
Hi, fellow seekers of peace. I'm Ninda Mahinay from the Philippines. It's my great honor and opportunity as a speaker for this conference. My topic is peace seekers. One of the most devastating problems facing now in my country is anger and hatred between US and China. Every day in daily news has been reported that anger and hatred from both nations are highly increasing. And our country right now will be the battleground, like Ukraine and Russia, that we are getting closer through. Almost people here in our country was scared and scared because tension is getting worse daily. These things are occurring right now because they are lack of moral values. So many young and innocent people suffer for the consequences caused by the negative behavior. No concern, no value, no respect, nor self-respect because their minds were confused. Imagine people here in our country scared and have sleepless nights just they were thinking that they must be like Turkey and Syria. How far would you go to stop this? So, I am here with you today to beg you, all of you, everyone has a power to end these things. If we all unite together, we can do something to work together. People need to be educated, and children as well. As we have all heard throughout this conference, that education is the only way. Education is the means by which we can train up our children and bring them up the right and proper way. These children have no one used to help them, to tell them how to grow up and change. If we can't provide education, our children will go around stealing, raping, murdering, and sometimes committing many of these crimes that are going on in the world today. They are doing this because they've never been taught any moral values. The Peaceful Solution offering a program to teach the children how to live what they are to base their lives upon. We believe that this Peaceful Solution character education has a firm foundation for which we can trust with. If we start right now, there is still hope. The Peaceful Solution character education teach people a way to change their lifestyle by teaching them how to have moral values. If any of you attending here or listening here who are truly desire peace, then I strongly urge you to that with getting a book and booklets of Peaceful Solution Character Education. This book's teaching manual on how to achieve inner peace with all your life. I believe that we can make difference. I truly believe that we need to work together and help support the Peaceful Solution Character Education program. It was designed to turn the hearts and the minds to concern for others and their property. When this takes place, you have peace. In conclusion, let's take this step forward together. That's the only way we can do it. Together in unity, practicing the Peaceful Solution Character Education. There are other principles with the Peaceful Solution Character Education, and it's all for the betterment of character for society on the whole. Striving towards the day that nation will not let up surge against other nation, neither will they learn war anymore. That's our goal. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Miriam and I'm speaking to you from the UK. I want to thank you all very much for this wonderful opportunity to be a part of this one-day event of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, an event that knows no age. Today I would like to speak to you about what the Peaceful Solution has done for me and my family. Before I knew the Peaceful Solution, I didn't know what character or personality was about. I didn't know how to control my anger. I didn't know how to control my thoughts and my feelings. I didn't know anything about those things. I would react in a negative way. And then the Peaceful Solution came into my life and has taught me that to act in a negative way will only bring consequences. And there will be no end to this negativity. There's an end to it. So, and then it taught me how to become that person who can bring an end to negativity. Peaceful Solution has taught me that character teaches you how to make choices and teaches you the difference between wrong and right. And then it teaches you how to develop on these characters, these positive character, and to eliminate the negative character so that I can become an example for those around me. Example, my family. As I said, my family, there wasn't much peace among us at one stage. The slightest little thing and someone would get out of control. But the Peaceful Solution came, and when I chose to practice the Peaceful Solution and let the Peaceful Solution work for me, it started to bring peace into my home. Setting myself as an example to others, not reacting to the negativity, knowing when to walk away, and those who bring those bad vibes, as they would say, among you, when they see that you are not falling for those things anymore and start to make a change in your life, they themselves start to change. Using the STOP acronym helps you to stop and think, to weigh up your option and proceed with the right choice. And that's what the Peaceful Solution does. It teaches you how to make right choices. It teaches you how to educate yourself. It teaches you how to be determined in what you believe in and feel strongly about. It gives you option how to deal with situations that you would never know how to deal with if it wasn't for the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. It teaches you how to set your mind in advance for every situation, so that when something come up that you was not expecting, you are already prepared and know how to deal with that problem. I want to thank the author for this great book program that he has given us. And I want to thank our teachers also for the time they have spent with me in guiding me and teaching me how to change. As it said, it changes the heart and mind. And without the author writing this program and without my teachers, who knows? Thank you very much.
Peaceful Solution Character Education Program has made positive impact on many lives in school, home, workplace, etc. The fundamental principles of character development, such as ownership, respect, asking, self-control, and do not steal, are very important in a society where positive character development rapidly deteriorating. Hi, fellow seekers of peace. My name is Shirley and I am from the Philippines. Nowadays, personal problems and pressures in everyday living is quite increasing. Coping with the stress, anxieties of mounting debt, sickness, disease, the high cost of living, and even frustrations and relationship often push to our breaking points, making us confused and uncontrollable. Dealing with this kind of situation is quite hard for us to control our behavior and emotions. Keep in mind that emotions strongly influence how we conduct ourselves. Applying self-control to any emotion is an important aspect of developing character. We should act on emotions with careful consideration. Don't allow emotions to cloud your ability to think rationally. Fellow seekers of peace, let's practice self-control by always remembering the STOP acronym before taking in actions. S is for stop, T is for think, stop and identify what you are thinking and feeling. O is for options, weigh the consequences or reward of your choices. P for proceed, proceed by making a decision that is responsible and respectful. Stop. By applying STOP acronym, I truly believe that we can have a peaceful solutions to our every problems. Thank you so much, fellow seekers of peace. Have a nice day.
Hey, today be today. OGM all the way. And then I think me bua mametiati.
Ha 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 ha. Yet Tiasu. Ha 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 ha. Chia, we are retaining power. Yet Tiasu.
Tutu, who will vote for corruption party like yours? You people think Ghanaians are blind to your lies. You won't be fili. Ya bre, ye too maba.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome to the moment you have all been waiting for. We shall quickly cross over to the EC's office for a live broadcast of the official election results.
This is the final and certified official election results. After the EC's compilation of the results from all 240 constituencies across the country, out of the total 11,558 valid votes casted, the incumbent DPN had 4,583 votes, representing 40.1% of the total vote. The MOP had 1,240 vote, representing 8% of the total vote cast.
Ow! Oh, you are. Yeah, gee, Aban. At the hope, I told you we will come back to power.
Oh, will you shut up for me to listen? The final result has not been declared yet. If the EC make the mistake of diverting the result, then Kenya will come to Ghana.
The OGM had 5,495 votes, representing 52% of the total valid vote cast. 236 were rejected vote. That is 1.9%.
OGM.
No. We won't accept this result. This election has been rigged.
We are sorry to briefly interrupt the election results to bring you this breaking news. Reports reaching our desk from the Kokonsa electoral area indicates that some supporters of the incumbent DPN party has taken the law into their own hands by attacking a man believed to be ODM party member and his family, beating them to death, vandalizing and stealing their properties. The police are on the case and we will bring you the latest as and when we have them. We shall now go back to take the results live from the EC office.
Yes, we won't allow anyone steal our vote here. If they do, then Kenya.
With the power vested in me as the chairman of the EC, I hereby declare the OGM party winner of the 2017 election.
Oh, Yaji OGM, Yaji Yava, Yaji OGM, Yaji Yava, Yaji OGM, Yaji Yava, Yaji OGM, Again, my head.
For taking the law into your own hands to cause harm to your neighbor, you are hereby fined an amount of 500 Ghana cedis payable to Atongo. In addition, you are being sentenced 2 years imprisonment with hard labor.
Mewo, please have mercy on a poor man like me.
My friend, move.
Oh, DPN, save me. Oh.
My friend, shut up. Move on. Which party or politician knows you?
Wow, interesting, but with a sad end. Folks, that is what becomes of anyone who do not practice self-control. Tutu's action has caused harm to another, therefore not making this election a peaceful one. He made the wrong choice by not applying self-control. By the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, in the Unit 3 of the Self-Control book, it teaches you that self-control is controlling your thoughts, because thought leads to feelings. Controlling what you feel, because feeling leads to actions. Controlling your actions, because decisions lead to reward or consequences. To practice self-control, always use the STOP acronym. S stands for stop. T, think of the situation. O, for weighing your options. And P, for proceed with the right choice that will not bring harm to you, others, and the environment. This is the only way to peaceful elections. The Peaceful Solution Character Education Program is the only way to peace. We must all learn the PSCEP, which is taught by the Peaceful Character Education Foundation, PSCEP in short. Call us through the numbers on your screen or visit us on www.peacefulcharacter.org and find out why many are enjoying peace today. See ya.
Hi, I'm Rainbow, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. This character has no generation cap. Conform to peace.
I'm Matthias Ananda, a Kenyan student of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the program leader, invited guests, and fellow spokespersons. On this auspicious Grand Peace Summit, we are going to learn more about character. So we have the theme of the day, which is Positive Character Has No Generation Gap, conform to the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. The Peaceful Character Education Program has made it possible even for the child to learn. This is a proven fact because Dr. Chamberlain, in his book known as The Fetal Census, stated that the maternal womb is an optimal, stimulative, interactive environment for human development. Activity never ceases, and even a fetus can never be isolated. That's why we say learning starts from the womb, because children can respond to the environment stimuli both inside and outward. So this program has made it possible even for the young and old, but we as parents, we should start by instructing positivity while the child is still in the womb up to the age of 5. So we have also another age limit of the year number 5 onwards, whereby we have kindergarten, and children are taught positive character traits such as respect, grade 1, 2, and 3, self-control, grade 1, 2, and 3, to help them institute these positive character morals. So it is better to start learning earlier when the program is still like this. So to define just a little about the generation gap, a generation gap is comprises of a given period of time over a specific time known as age. And also you have conformity according to the peaceful solution character education, that is respect unit, that is number 26. Conformity is changing to the pattern, changing and acting according to the standard that is there so that you fit in. So we should conform positively, because negative conformity is the one that has taken its center stage in the modern society. So positive character traits, if it is trained from the earlier formative classes to the old age, then will make these people a serene place and the world a better place to be. So you see also the peaceful solution can be extended to even the teenagers who are still learning this program, and the teenagers who learn from the earlier formative classes, so making them to continue to understand about this program. So the program also extends to the old people. So to the older people, cannot be, we normally expect that they have learned about this, but if they are not, these positive character traits need to be trained and be instituted to them, especially old mama or grandmother and old grandfather who have negative character traits such as drunkenness, such as violent behavior, will exhibit these to those who are the young, and to change their them into negative behavior. So if we continue to institute these positive morals from the young and to the middle age and then to the old age, we make them understand and choose a world a better place to be. That's why we say the peaceful solution, especially the positive character traits, has no generation gap. As I conclude about my topic here, at such a wonderful closing juncture, I humbly return the service back to the program leader. Thank you.
Now, leader, fellow spokespersons, ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Peter Tichiain, Unisulfide, drug use of parts, and the theme of the speech is positive character as no generation gap. Let's conform to the peaceful solution character education program. And my title is Influence as Impact. The purpose of this speech is to show the importance of conforming and code behavior. To start here, let's divide some words from Oxford Languages. Positive character are personal attributes, character traits, skills, or strengths that are considered right or help us in some way, make, build trustworthy, patient, caring, or honest. Generation gap needs age difference between two sets of people, the young people and their elders, especially between children and their parents. Conformists behave according to socially acceptable standards. The one you and I live far and wide is full of different kinds of individuals, young or old, with plants, planets, animals, and ideas whereby what we do live with us and to suit us and can influence others to either uphold positive or negative character traits. Although much influence nowadays comes from social media, where there are full types of people from different walks of life, like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok. Furthermore, people in this generation conform so faster to fit into certain peers group, whereby they accept certain traits that they must possess in their character to form behavior. From the character need, page 60, an influence is something or someone that has the ability to affect your attitude, way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. How you are influenced can affect what you value or motivate you to create your values. So the study done by Silicio, Catherine, and Sally on 10-19 about influence of social media on students' discipline in secondary schools in Kenya shows advertising have negative influence on students through depiction of celebrity moral star using tobacco products and exposure to thousands of junk food. Thus, it destroys students' morals and character. Students who were regularly glued to social media sites develop negative attitudes towards rules and regulations which shape them. Social media had become cults that are destroying students' morals and character by advancing their pleasures by ignoring consciousness. Through that, we see that social media majorly influence negatively and throughout the world. There is no one who wants to appreciate nor emulate a negative character because it doesn't have its benefits. Now, step two, to a moral character and determine the fear is very important person, not only to others, but also to you yourself and your family. The first one is value what is important in your life. The second one is speak out all positive moral traits only and imitate them. The third one is make moral choice and practice beneficial behaviors that will build your character. In conclusion, for us as a one to qualify and mold our character to be perfect, we need to value what is morally right so that we can bring positive change in not only people who are around us, but also the nation and can people out throughout the world. And through that, be beneficial and of utmost vital to people, nation, country, and the world at large when we fully conform to peaceful solution character education program. My turn, but let see that.
Oh yeah? This is real. This is practical. Talk about peace. This is it.
It's okay, it's okay, it's alright. This solution, the only way. Learning peace, the only key. Peace solution is what we want.
Keep yourself in the house with a different hairstyle. Shout out to the crew of the peaceful solution. They coming out with character education, self-control, respect, acceptance, responsibility. You know it's a duty, it's not late. Let's move to the classroom for peace on earth. Will only go if you learn, you stick to it. We practice, stop acronym, only proceed with the righteous. You know it's a man, know the importance of us, graffiting, all forms of distraction, causing pain, hardship to the nations.
It's okay, it's okay, it's alright. This solution, the only way. Learning peace, the only key. This solution is what we want.
Everybody need a peace solution. Everybody need a character education. Everybody need a peace and love. And this is how we wanted it. Everybody need a peace solution. Everybody need a character education. Everybody need a peace and love, and this is how we wanted it.
Peace solution. Peace solution.
Everybody must come around. Everybody must come around. Hey, everybody must come around. It's a peace solution time. Everybody must come around. Everybody must come around. Hey, everybody must come around. It's a peace solution time.
It's okay, it's okay, it's alright. Peace solution, the only way. Peace, the only key. Peace solution is what we want.
Okay, listen to yourself, oh youth of today. How you are vagabond for the cup of dog pound. We come mail you to your.com. How can you just be in all more with peace, unity, integrity, moral traits? Let us of today know nothing than cares. How can your people be of blessings time? Let's move peaceful solution the only way into the positive education. Peace of soul, we say it. Peace through your character education. One time, two time to the beat. Okay, you know. Let's go.
It's okay, it's alright. Peace solution, the only way. Lady peace, the only key. Peace solution is what we want. It's okay.
Oh yeah? This is real. This is practical. Talk about peace. This is it.
It's okay, it's alright. Peace solution, the only way. Lady peace, the only key. Peace solution is what we want.
Okay, peace up in the house with a different hairstyle. Shout out to the crew of the peaceful solution. They're coming out with character education, self-control, respect, acceptance, responsibility. You know it's a duty, it's not late. Let's move to the classroom for peace on earth. Will only go if you learn, you stick to it. We practice, stop acronym, only person with the righteous. You know it's a man, know the importance of us, graffiting, all forms of distraction, causing pain, hardship to the nation.
It's okay, it's alright. Peace solution, the only way. Lady peace, the only key. Peace solution is what we want.
Everybody need a peace solution. Everybody need a character education. Everybody need a peace and love, and this is how we wanted it. Everybody need a peace solution. Everybody need a character education. Everybody need a peace and love, and this is how we wanted it.
Peace solution. Peace solution.
Everybody must come around.
Someone once said, one voice can change a room. And if one voice can change a room, then it can change a city. And if it can change a city, it can change a state. And if it can change a state, it can change a nation. And if it can change a nation, it can change the world. Your voice can change the world.
Spring 2023! Think we all can't get along. Our hatred in this world is strong. We think everyone has to be the same. Many are mistreated every day. It's time to unite and set things straight.
Obedience is the key for people like you and me. You see the benefits when you listen to your authority. So practice self-control. It's the only way to go. Consistently work hard at it, and you will learn and grow.
All right, I'll see you at 7.
Yeah, come on, let's open them.
Second place. I get to work with Sarah Shepherd. Oh my word, she is so awesome. I know we could do it. Now we get to inspire people.
There is value in each and every one of us. I am unique, and so are you. Understand that conflicts will arise. But remember, 2 wrongs never make a right.
To remember our journey of a healthy family compared to a plant, we leave you with this poem. Pruned, tuned, a form kind, trained, maintained, until refined, bloomed, groomed, picture in mind, end, intended when designed, inspected, perfected, yes, intentionally, to have what's known as a beautiful, healthy family.
Mom, can you sign my permission slip for school? Don't you want to know what you just signed?
Not really, but tell me if you must.
It's a trip to the zoo. My parents were invited. I was hoping you could come. Everyone else's parents are going.
I can't. I'm going out of town. I told you that already, Jennifer. Jennifer,
Yes, Mom?
did you brush your hair?
Yes, I did.
Well, do it again for me, please. It doesn't look nice enough.
Okay, Mom.
I'm going to write you a couple prescriptions because you're going to be having a lot of pain. Use the prescriptions when you have to.
Okay. Joey's here. Oh, Miss E, you want to pay? All day long. I don't want to get it up. Where's those pills? No. Yeah. Hey, just put it in there. No. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Just give it back to me. Give it back to me. Call Dr. Wilson. I don't want you. Get out. Down. Mia, calm down. Stop.
Sammy! Want to smoke today?
No, I left all that back in North Carolina. And it would...
Who would ever want to quit this?
And it would be great if you didn't ask me anymore. Look what we got in the mail today. Our peace solution certificates. Do you think they have these peace solution classes here?
I was never trained to consider any of the consequences. I never even thought about the health risks. We must be diligent and determined in our minds. No, I will not do anything to cause harm to myself, others, or the environment. Before acting, we must ask yourself, what repercussion could this have on me, my family, that person over there, and future generations?
Do you call someone a friend that is calling you names and always putting you down? No, right? Then why would we do this to ourselves? We need to learn to think, feel, and act in a positive way. When we think positive, we feel positive, and in turn, we have positive actions. And what does that lead to? Success.
We have to bring awareness to everyone, everywhere. People need to know that yes, we have the ability to choose, and the choices you make will affect your entire life, for the better or for the worse.
Teach them to stop and think and consider all these different possibilities. If we don't, then we can see we have failed. We see more violence, more sorrow, more drugs, and more suicides now than ever before. Some say we as a society have failed, but we can turn this around. We've danced with death for far too long. And with the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, now we have the chance to dance with life.
It doesn't have to be this way. We can make a change today. The peaceful solution is the first step toward showing our environment true respect.
You can save our planet, respect me. I can save our planet, protect me. We can save our planet, respect me. Please save our planet, protect me. We have one home, so let's make it last. There's no time for talk. It's time to act. We can do this together with the peaceful
I have completed a cleanup project. There is no way we would have been able to do this without the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program.
So get up on your feet. It's time to make a difference. It's time to make real changes. The future holds no boundaries.
This lady looks like she'll know something. Excuse me, ma'am.
If someone makes a difference in someone else's life, that's a wonderful thing.
We'll be starting from the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, the Respect Unit. Chapter 7, page 173.
How is school going?
I don't like what I see around me. When I go to school, I see my friends being bullied. When I walk home, I see homeless people. And it makes me sad. You've always taught me to be polite, but others don't do the same. I want to help, but I don't know what to do.
Well, I think it's great that you want to help, but remember, change starts with you.
No one is too young or too old to make a difference.
Saving our children starts with teaching respect. Saving our children starts with caring for them. Saving our children starts with the peaceful solution.
The peaceful solution is where we must start. Then we'll be like in thought, mind, and heart. There's so much trouble and anger. We don't have to be mean strangers.
He will fill you with hope. With every right choice that we make, we'll save your lives that are at stake. With positive character traits we demonstrate, we'll give the future a clean slate.
The peaceful solution is where we must start. Then we'll be like in thought, mind, and heart.
ago, I told my students a lie. It was the first day of school. I said what any other teacher would, that I loved all my students the same. That's where I was wrong, because there was Tabby.
Her mother's death has been hard on her. She tries to do her best, but her father doesn't show much interest, and her home life will soon affect her if some steps are not taken.
My mom used to read these to me. Maybe you could read them to us in class.
Okay, thank you, Tabby.
I see you got those peaceful solution books. Do you like them?
I love them, thank you. And that was when I learned my lesson. I stopped teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic. Instead, I started teaching children.
Spring 2023!
Oh yeah? This is real. This is practical. Talk about peace? This is it.
To make a change in your life, there'll be things to sacrifice. Making that choice every day and every night for perfection in what's right. Learning the ways of peace, not war, to change the pattern lived before, living the way that brings us love and all of the joy that we dreamed of. A better place for you and me, for you and me, for our children to live perfect harmony. But the change comes from inside. You must decide to make a change in your life. It's so sad to see our children dying, mothers crying, fathers leaving home, leaving their families left alone. We must decide to keep the peace. True righteousness is the key. Then will the world be at ease. Living the Lord brings harmony. For you and me, a better place for our children to live. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. Change comes from inside. You must decide to make a change in your life. What a difference change can make on the world we live in today. If only one man works for peace, his example is love. This is what the whole world needs. For you and me, a better place for our children to live. Perfect harmony. The change comes from inside. You must decide to make a change in your life. A better place. Gotta make that change. Change in your life. Better change in your life. For our children to live. Think about our children. Perfect harmony. We can have harmony. The change comes from inside. Gotta make that change. Gotta make that change. You must decide. Yeah, yeah. You must decide to keep the peace. It's up to you and me, yeah, yeah. The whole world will be at peace. World would be. The change comes from inside. Tell me, don't you wanna change? You must decide. You must decide. Make that change. A better place to live for you and me. For our children to live. Help our children harmony. Help us decide to make that change.
Stephen Yanda, a student of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program. Let me take this opportunity to recognize the program leader, fellow spokespersons, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I will present lesson 2, Speak with Purpose. Remember, we are under the theme, Positive Character has no generation gap. Let's conform to the full solution character education program. And that is true. Let it be taught to every generation. As I see that character is the means by which we distinguish between right and wrong, and is the foundation of morality. So, positive character is doing what is right always. I will base on character. Character is more than just a 9-letter word. It defines who you are and what type of future you will have. Here, it helps us remember the importance of character and its acronym and what its acronym shows. Let's see. The letter C stands for compassion and care and compassion. For compassion, compassion and showing care and consideration. Letter H shows stands for humility. Be humble. You don't have to be right all the time. A stands for accountability. Be willing to admit when you have made a mistake. R it stands for respectful. Be respectful towards yourself and others. A stands for always. Always maintain a positive character. C stands for courageous. Stand up for what is right, even when you stand alone. I continue by saying that thankful. The word thankful shows appreciation. Show appreciation to the things you have. E stands for ethical. Ethical or moral choice shows concern for others. R responsible. Be responsible. Responsible people are reliable. I will conclude that a successful life is not measured by wealth or the accumulation of materialistic things. Materialistic things, that is that means true success comes with maintaining a positive character. How you treat yourself and others is the true measure of a successful life. So let's conform to the peaceful solution character education program to be fully taught in order to ensure a true successful life. Yeah.